The dream started 26 years ago with these guys. Couldn't quite do it or pull it off, but I made sure they made money. I mean, they made the money. I for sure made sure there was a way to do it. But now, it takes this. In order to convert spending into earning, and everybody shops, and allow them to convert what they're already buying and what they're shopping for and what they use, you need 6 things. 1, a monetized network. Because you have to start with a reach where people can reach people and share it with them and help them. Does that make sense? It has to be monetized because you just don't do it for fun. Although it is fun to do. Okay? Who else has that? Well, you might name some floozy network company or something, but they don't pay what we do. They don't have the system that we have. I guess it could be done through a social media company, but they don't have any monetization for the user. Are you with me following this logic? Universal shopping cart. This is incredible. Now look, I don't want to give a lecture. You can talk to these IT guys. You realize how difficult, how complicated, how sophisticated it is to have a universal shopping cart where you can have as many vendors sell anything, okay? Track it, be fast. You got to be extremely fast, extremely competitive. And all of these components to make sure the vendor gets paid, to make sure you get credited, to process the credit, it's a nightmare. It's almost impossible to do. Very few of them in the world. Amazon, but they ain't got no people power. And us, you might say Shopify, it's a little bit different, but there's only a handful. It's an extremely invaluable asset. And only with it can you do this, because you can't provide people everything that they want. How many people understand that? Okay. Okay? I really want you to understand this, that we are at the threshold of a paradigm shift, which you will be the early adopters of. You will be these people. All I need now is the numbers. That means you voting, you buying the product you vote for because you knew it was a better price and you like it, not making you do something that you don't want to do, and you're not costing you money, it's saving you money. So what other excuse is there? You don't need any money. You already spent the money. You get that? Everything else costs them something. Well, it's going to cost the people to come in late, because this is such an incredible concept and service that when I can prove the numbers of savings, and when I can prove the residual income, Ben, we're going to sell it. I already have the plan. I already know how those people get a residual income, because we're doing it in Great Britain. We're going to sell it to the financial services industry. And it's going to be a $100 to $300 commission for each sign-up. Well, then you get the residual, probably be on a monthly basis, and you're going to make lots of money. But we got to get to first base. Okay. So we have a universal shopping cart, and we have everything that somebody buys. If we don't have it, we can get it because we have the mechanism to do it. And everybody wants sales. That's all they want, sales. So if you want a product, I showed you the numbers yesterday, they need us. So there it is. You just experienced it since convention. We did it, and we delivered. So this is not hypothetical, okay? I know the way it works. When I showed these guys a plan, and we didn't have much, they loved the concept. They believed in it. But you know what? You don't really believe until you get a check. Oh, Santa Claus is real. Follow what I mean? Am I boring you? Going too slow? A tracking system. When people think that we're something that we're not or one of those things, they're totally off. We don't have any levels. We don't redistribute product unless you want to, from person to person to load them up to make commissions, and then they have to sell it. If they don't sell it, they become an Herbalife problem. We don't do that stuff. We're nothing like that. We're a tracking system, just like the movie example. I went to a movie, loved it, lost myself. Went home, told Lauren, man, you know, I'm going to tell a lot of people about this movie. It was so cool. So I started calling them. They didn't act so impressed. But then they went and told their friends next week when they wanted to go to a movie. And 300 people ended up going to that movie because of my big mouth. I didn't make a dime. They spent $20 million, Rocky II, promoting that movie. But they started calling me back, saying, you're right, it was incredible. I said, see, Lauren, the idea of one-to-one marketing and people leading to people and having a database and matching the product that they want to them could really work if I could track it. So I tried to track it, and the people started calling me up. I said, listen, I got an incredible idea, an entrepreneurial idea, and I need your help. I need to be able to talk to the people that you told about the movie. You can call them, I'll call them, we'll see them, whatever. That might work. I need to see if it will work. Well, I got down about 13 levels, 280 people. I said, it works. I'm able to track it. If you can track it, you can automate it. And why 2? Because if I paid money to each one of you down this line, we had $10, $1, $1, $1, $1. After $10, we were out of money. You needed a multiplier. I got through grade school. The lowest multiplier is not 2.84. You can't have a fraction of a person. It's 2. You build the 2 lines, everybody gets 100% credit for what everybody buys, and presto. So there was no internet back then, Vince. No internet. I mean, it was an internet, but it was in its infancy. It's more like government stuff. 1991. We opened in 1992. So I bought 100 Commodore 64 computers. And on dial-up modems, strung them up. And everybody would ask their friends, like the people at the movie, what they wanted, what they liked. And I would say 50,000 people wanted this. It started out just with a couple hundred people, but it grew to 50,000 and 100,000, and I had these numbers. So if somebody wants that, we can get it. I'll go negotiate a better price, add value to it. And that's actually how we started. And here we are, 26 years later, ready to conquer the world. But now, it's not that easy to figure out what you buy. Money just disappears and you have a bunch of crap in the cupboard, in the garage, right? So you need a tool. You need a tool that determines what you're spending on what brands, okay? And now we have the deductor program that's going to, with real numbers from your bank accounts and whatnot, feed that in. Makes it a lot easier. And then at the end of the day, we have to make it easy to match and convert. That's where we're working on now. But it works. It's like the plan worked back then. And you're the pioneers. And this is your chance to do it. Will you do it? Will you join me? But that's not enough. All of that is wonderful. But who's going to get paid? How are you going to figure it out to pay who what and who give who credit for what? Nobody else has that. Amazon don't have that. Who has it? A financial vehicle or technology to convert into residual income. All of that spending and accumulation of volume. We have it. We have all 6. Nobody else has it. Nobody else can do it. We're 160,000 strong. We're ready to go. Are you going to join me? You know?